Hey beauties! So today is a very special day because it is Ghana's 69th independence. And that means we have to represent, okay? Let's go! So for this look, I thought of something to represent Ghana, and what better way to do that than to incorporate the colors of the flag of Ghana into my makeup, right? And that is exactly what I did. I first went in with a base, a light base, in order to bring out the colors, and that's why I went in with the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow primer, and then I went in with the Limecrime lipstick to give it a really red look. I then went in and added all the other colors that were needed and blended it out into each other, because hey, just because we're drawing brows does not mean that it doesn't have to be blended, okay? Yes, these are different colors, but the art of it is to make sure it is seamless, and that's exactly what I did. I blended it into each other and then perfected my eyebrows the same way I would normally do. And so for the eyes, I also decided to go with a Ghana flag liner, and in order to do that, in order to make that stand out, I had to go with a neutral color on my eyelid, and that's exactly what I did. I used a dark brown, medium brown shade on my eyelid to kind of create a base so that the eyeliner would stand out. I then went in again with a Makeup Revolution eyeshadow primer and created the liner that I wanted. I wanted it to be a bit thick so that the colors would be very visible, and that's what I did. I created it a bit thick, and when I was done with that, I made sure to set it with powder before adding the products on top of it, because some of the products I was going to add were liquid, and you don't want to add liquid on top of liquid because then it's going to mix up and give you a different color than you actually want. And that is what I did. I had this golden lipstick laying around, and I said, this is so perfect for this look, and so I popped that on top of it. And after I was done with everything, I went ahead and did the rest of my makeup the usual. I can easily say Ghana's independence is one of the most celebrated in whole of Africa, and that might be because it is one of the first countries to gain independence in Africa, okay? But hey, who is counting? We Ghanaians are proud and are very proud to represent and showcase our heritage everywhere in every way possible. And hey, mostly we wear the Ghana jersey everywhere, but hey, since I didn't have a jersey, the only thing I could do as a makeup artist was to showcase it through makeup, and that's what I did, honey. Also, I feel like this independence was so big, like it was, everybody wanted to celebrate it. And mind you, this is just our 69th independence, so imagine, you can only imagine how it is going to be next year when it is our 70th independence. It is only going to be big and better, and believe me, Ghana's independence is one of the best in Africa, okay? Period. We always celebrate and make it big, as we should, because what? To gain independence from slavery? Honey, yes, we did that. Thank you, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Anyways, back to the makeup. As you can see, I made sure to use the same colors for my waterline and under my eyes. Now, the hardest part was yet to come. That is the creation of the black star, because what is a Ghana flag without a black star? Hey, jeez, you can see me. I was suffering. I was like, oh my goodness, how am I going to achieve this star? And then I remembered, girl, you got this. You got this. You can do this. With Christ in me, I can do this. And guess what, baby? I sure did. I created that star, and I couldn't be more proud. But hey, the other one was a bit messed up, but hey, it doesn't matter. We did it, and that's what matters, okay? Because blending the colors, that's the easy part, but having to strategically draw a star, honey, I'm not a tattoo artist, but hey, that star, it did that. Now, to the lips, I wanted something dark, right? And I thought, okay, black, and then combine some colors, because I didn't want just a black lip. I wanted something that could stand out And so I created a black liner with my dark lipstick. That's the limecrime, I think, dark velvet, black velvet. Use that as a liner, and then use the red velvet underneath it, blended everything together, and used some nude lipstick in a lighter shade in the middle just to create an ombre effect. And honey, I set everything and then popped it off with some gloss, because yes baby, I knew the gloss was going to change everything, and guess what? It sure did. I mean, just look at that and wait till the final effect. It was so beautiful. I think it was even more beautiful than I had expected it to be, and I loved every single thing about it. Like, look at that. Yes honey, I was set and ready, but then I thought, hey, I'm going to pop a stone in the middle of the star, you know, like to just make it pop. So I did that, and then I went in with my earrings. As you can see, this is the Jinyami earring, because hey, we are representing Ghana today, okay? So everything Ghana, even my earrings, and that's exactly what I did. I loved how everything turned out, because baby, and this, my dear ladies and gentlemen, is the final look. This is how you represent the motherland.